What's going on, guys? I just wanted to give you a quick update as to what I'm working on, and I just wanted to show you guys this new web camera that I bought for the channel. So someone else with a different Python channel, Pylenin, was making a video on this web camera, and it looked pretty good, the quality, etc. And I've been looking for a webcam, so I've decided to purchase it, and here it is. So this is a trial run or a test run, and it looks pretty good to me, but I would love your feedback as to what you guys think. Alright, now with the update of the channel, so I was doing some weekly goals update, but I was the only one talking about my goals, so what I'm going to do is try to change that to maybe more weekly goals or weekly updates for YouTube as to what I'm working on, and um, yeah, and what I'm planning on working on, etc., etc. So I'll try to change the topic to more about YouTube stuff. And I'll probably try to release some books or courses. No, and I'll probably try to make other videos on books I've read or courses I've went through that I recommend. So I could kind of separate that. Instead of doing the weekly goals, I'll probably just talk about some books that I've read that I recommend regarding programming. And then the weekly updates will be regarding Python. And the weekly updates will be regarding the YouTube and any courses, etc. that I'm working on for YouTube. Alright, so currently what I'm working on is, I was working on deep learning TensorFlow, but TensorFlow 2.0 is still in alpha or beta, and some of the functions and methods are not there that I wanted to test out, so I'm going to hold off on that and see when the official release occurs. I'll try to play around more with that. So I'm going to postpone that. Then there's PyTorch, which I need to play around more with. So I'll try to see if I could do that tonight or maybe tomorrow. But I've been working on a transfer learning tutorial with Keras. And I'm familiar with Keras, but I've never deployed a model. So I had to play around with Flask, and I've been playing around with that. And I've got it somewhat working, but I'm not too good with CSS. So I went from Flask, first I went from transfer learning to Flask to CSS, HTML. Then, once I have it kind of working, I wanted to deploy it on Heroku, and I want to go through Heroku as well, but you also need to know Git. So I figured I'll make a series on Git as well. I was actually working on Git about a month and a half ago, and I finished halfway, but I never completed the tutorial series on Git. So I'm thinking I'll finish that up and release it to you guys. This is something I wanted to do as well because I wanted to start incorporating Git more and more, and I wanted to become more second nature. So yeah, so I will finish up the kind of intermediate or comprehensive tutorial on Git, and then we'll work on the transfer learning with some Flask stuff in between. So I'll go through some tutorials with Flask as well, because I've been learning Flask and it's pretty cool, and it's really necessary for you to be able to deploy your models. If you can't deploy your models, then it's not as much fun. So if you can deploy your models or dump them onto iOS, that's pretty cool. iOS phone. So yeah, so we'll focus on Flask first, and then we'll look at iOS and how to get the models into iOS, etc. I'm not so familiar with Android, which is something else I have to look into as well. Alright, so with that said, I do have a few videos coming out. I'm working on pandas. I have 2 videos on pandas I did. There's 3 more videos I want to work on pandas, but the series doesn't seem too popular, so I don't know if you guys are not too interested in pandas. I have to see. There's a logging video that should be edited now finally, so I have to check that out. String formatting, I still have f-string, which I haven't done, so that's the last video for that. There's some beginner Python videos I'm going to be releasing as well, and ImageNet. So there's a bunch of different topics. I'm kind of jumping around back and forth, but If you guys have any suggestions as to what you would like to see, you could let me know as well. So I'll be trying to release slowly more and more videos, and some of these videos might take longer because I am not accustomed to some of these subjects like Flask. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm not sure, I might be forgetting things, but yeah, so this was just a quick update as to what I'm working on, and I'll try to release it hopefully next week on the Git stuff. We'll see. But in the meantime, I'll be having other videos, and I'll throw in some other stuff in between as well. Alright, I think that's it, and I'll see you guys next time.